Deadwax. What's up, all you spooky, scary skeletons, and welcome to the Deadwax Show with Waffles and the Stooge. Y'all better get on out of the groove and get into the Deadwax. I noticed last episode I didn't give that line at the beginning, and I felt really dumb because that's like my one job.
Well, yeah.
I know.
It was dumb. It was very
It was
dumb of you
dumb,
to forget it.
stupid, ridiculous, and my college degrees were burned. I'm Waffles, and as always, I'm joined by my best friend and older brother, Stooge. Stooge, how are you this fine day?
I'm doing good because we moved the Gaga, you see?
You move the Gaga, kids. You got to get the Gaga.
We moved the Gagas. 25 cents a Gaga.
We now have a joke that is lasting multiple episodes. That hat's so sick.
You got to move the Gagas. Anyways, doing good.
Great.
Good. The only reason I'm wearing this hat is to mess with you.
You're doing a great job.
And you know,
killing the game.
It's I like it. I like
what do you call this hat? What's a good name for that
hat? It's called my Belmont.
Oh, is that what it's actually called? I was like,
okay. No. It's made by a company called Brixton.
Oh, Brixton.
It's got like a fancy lion logo.
Look at that lining, everybody. Oh my gosh.
And Brixton is not a sponsor, so you don't have to buy any of their shit.
They could be though. So go support Brixton. Yeah.
And Lady Gaga. So you
gotta go push the tickets. Sweet oil buried under the Gaga. Oh man, this accent you do, it is so funny because it's so perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hearing trouble brewing outside my office. We might have a show interruption, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, sick. Is it because they're looking for the Gaga tickets?
That's what it is. Yeah.
They're beating down the door at this point.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
yes, they
exactly.
Are. See.
Stooge, how was your week? You had some craziness happen. You were off places.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say craziness, but I did have a San Diego adventure. I went down to the good old city of Whale's Vagina, as Ron Burgundy would say, and got me some Lucha Libre tacos, which is my new favorite place, maybe on Earth.
It's so good.
Definitely one of my favorite places in San Diego, that's for sure. And if for those who aren't familiar, it's like a like in Mexico, wrestling, like professional wrestling to them, it's called Lucha Libre. That's what they call it. Anyways, this whole restaurant was themed with Lucha Libre stuff. And it was delicious, and it was also very much curtailed to Stooge's interests. So
it's very you. Absolutely.
Yeah, very much enjoyed my time there. It was hot and humid. San Diego, lots of places.
You're going to in September.
There's not a lot of AC, or something. Like they're like, it's usually pretty cool. We'll forego the air conditioning. We'll just do it without the air conditioning, man.
Yep.
Like that's how they talk to, and that's how
totally.
we talk in California. So why do you need air conditioning when you got the beach out there, man? Anyways,
they all talk like Otto from The Simpsons.
Yo, dude.
Anyways, we don't need air conditioning.
Too many impressions.
Yeah, seriously.
We've reached our impressions quota.
Anyways, there is no limit.
I went to another record store called M Theory in San Diego. Really nice record store. I really enjoyed it there. And I almost bought the Great Gatsby. They had the Great Gatsby, like that special edition one that's all super fancy. But I do have disposable income, but not enough to where I'd feel comfortable spending $150 on that record.
Yeah, so that's a lot of money for that.
Not saying it was overpriced, just saying it was outside of my budget. That's all.
Overpriced for sure. Yeah.
Probably though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not their fault. It's just
that's the economy's fault.
Capitalism.
It's the worst thing in the entire world. Ching. I actually used to live in San Diego, and you are correct. There is no AC anywhere. Sucks. So when you do hit there's like 3 weeks of the year that are actually hot. Oh, my hair's getting crazy now. 3 weeks of the year that are actually hot, and it is the end of September. And so when it gets hot there, it sucks because you just have to like go from one building to another, hoping and praying you don't look like you're about to die from sweating.
You're melting. Yeah, I felt like that. Like, why am I melting? I asked the record store guy that. Like, I just landed from Utah and I'm melting. What's going on here?
And same thing. There's 49 weeks of the year. It's 70 degrees, and then there's the 3 weeks it's not. It sucks.
Yeah, and I
But
was there.
let's discuss pickups since we're talking about record stores and things and stuff like that.
Yes.
What did you get? Anything added to the collection?
When I was at M Theory, I did pick up something. They had
Ooh.
a couple things that piqued my interest, but the one thing that I did purchase is this Korean record right here.
Ooh.
I don't expect anyone to know it because I sure as hell didn't either when I found it. But having lived in Korea for a couple of years, I love to collect any Korean records I get my hands on.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of this guy. His name is, it sounds like I'm going to say Simpsons, but I swear I'm not. His name is Shimshin is his name.
Shimshin.
Yeah. So like if you were to pronounce it like this little symbol right here I'm pointing to is Shim. And this is Shin. So
Okay.
the little box looking thing makes an M sound, whereas this little kind of like an L looking thing at the bottom makes an N sound. And these two top things right here, it looks like a lion and a teepee.
Okay.
That makes a she sound. Anyway, so Shim.
Okay.
Anyways, he's early 90s, like what they would consider K-pop for the time, but it's nothing like modern K-pop. So don't they don't think they're similar.
It's not BTS.
Yeah. It's nothing like BTS. But anyways, I bought it and I listened to it, and I'll say it's very much a niche thing. I'm not like, you got to go out and get this record. No, but I'm glad I have it. It's fun.
Go fight the crowds for the Sheen.
Yeah, for the Sheen. And then I got a record in this week from Rustic Records, my favorite online record store, and added this bad boy to the collection.
Ooh.
Bone Thugs and Harmony Greatest Hits.
Love it.
This has got all the great hits on it, like Thuggish Ruggish Bone, The Crossroads, First of the Month, Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up, it's the first of the month. Are you familiar with any of those songs, Waffles?
I know Crossroads. I don't know the other two.
You don't know Thuggish Ruggish Bone? Oh, it's going to be on the playlist this week then.
It's going to be on the playlist this week.
Plug.
Hey, go listen to our playlist.
But those are the two I got in this week, and super stoked on them. How about you, my friend?
Nice. I got a bunch, so get ready.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, buddy. Okay, so the first one is a band. If you follow me on social media, I've become very quickly obsessed with them, and I can't stop talking about them. I am wearing their shirt right now, and that is Dreamwell. And I got their record in today. And it shipped from the UK, but they're a band from Rhode Island. So I don't know what that story is, but I had to go from the UK.
Are they big in the UK?
I don't know. They have like one album. They're not very big anywhere.
No, okay.
This is their album. It's called Modern Grotesque. And I can't stop listening. I only got it in like a month ago. And I probably listened to this. I checked like my stats or whatever. I think 30 times already.
Oh, nice.
I listen to like once a day. But anyway, I don't know if you can see it on the camera very well, but it's a green record that can also look gray in the right light.
Yeah, I can
I think it's like recycled material record. Anyway, I'm very stoked. I love this album. I'm talking.
I love it.
Like that, you know what I mean? When you have you love your friends, right? And you love nachos, but then you find a partner that you genuinely love. That's me with this record.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? This is my romantic love.
Yeah.
Next one is the Wonder Years' new album, The Hum Goes On Forever. What was really cool is there's a few bands that have planned this well, so now that even with vinyl times being backed up like crazy, the records will still get here when the album comes out, which is huge.
Oh, good for them.
Exactly. So this one came out. The album came out on Tuesday or Friday.
Ooh, that's a
butterfly pressing.
It's a butterfly splatter looking.
Exactly. It turned out really, and it's a great album. Very, very good. The Wonder Years is one of my favorite bands.
I mean, for our audio listeners, I don't know what else.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Listen. For our video listeners.
For our ASL listeners.
It's like a butterfly, like Waffle said. It's white, and then I would say like an aqua blue in the quarters of it, on the outsides of it, but there's also white splattered into it as well. It's a really good looking record.
Exactly, and it's a beautiful record. Next one is by hardcore band Inclination, When Fear Turns to Confidence. Super great band. And then same thing. I forget we don't have people that are watching, so I apologize. This is a Pinwheel record that is black and gray.
Oh. The way that it's pressed, it makes it look kind of fuzzy.
It's
kind of cool.
Yeah,
it looks
the like in a movie.
10,000, like 10,000 Suns. That album, it's got by Linkin Park. It's got that bird,
absolutely,
but it's kind of fuzzed a little bit. That's what that pressing looks like.
Seriously, and Inclination rules. So lots of moshing going on. Lots of moshing going on in the apartment. one
Doyle
more
rules.
oh my gosh. One more
Inclination
LP.
rules.
And same thing. Oh wait, I lied on this one. Anyway, this is Dedication to Flesh by Spite, a band that Stooge has tried to listen to, turned off very quickly. And this was marketed to be a red with black marble, and it's just red
it's mostly red.
translucent. Yeah.
You know.
Which is fine.
They're
It's
right out
whatever.
of the black.
This is one of those, like, I pre-ordered it so long ago that it came and I was like, whatever, I don't care. Happens a lot in modern collecting, everybody. So if you don't get the variants you adore, sometimes you have to grin and bear it. Last thing I got, though, that I'm really stoked on is a 7-inch by the band Normie. And that artwork is everything. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Normie is a pop punk side project by the singer for Heart Attack Man. It just came on It just came on a little
Frank,
blue.
right?
Frank, exactly. His name's Frank. He has a brother named Ed. They started a project called Normie. Anyway, so Normie's super sick. It's just a 5-song EP that came on a 7-inch. So it was lots of fun music came out for this week.
Nice.
That I was very excited about. So there you go.
Cool.
Some
Glad
vinyl
you got all those
for
pickups.
Thanks, pal. I'm glad you got your pickups too. Okay, let's dive into today's topic.
All right, let's do it.
If the people have clicked the link, or they have seen the thumbnail, or they have read the name of the episode, they will know that we are talking about something that is, would you say, like a hot button issue? It's a topic. It's a discussion topic in the vinyl community.
It's a discussion topic, but I also think I feel like, you know, when we started this podcast, we wanted to kind of be niche into not just music, but also record collecting specifically. And sometimes we have some episodes where I feel like we vary from that, and it's kind of just about music.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, let's do another episode where it's more about record collecting. And I feel like subscriptions are very much a cool part, can be a really cool part of record collecting. It's one of the things that kind of, like, we'll talk about some of them, but it's like something when I first started that I thought was really cool. There's a whole lot more out there now than what, like, did just the last couple of years, it feels like, because I was doing some research for this, and I'm like, oh shoot, like some of them have kind of altered a little bit. They're not what they once were, in a better way, in my opinion, for some of them. And then there's some I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know this was available, and it sounds like a cool idea. So anyways, this is very much geared towards the record collector in this episode. So
and record clubs have existed, oh my gosh, since like the 60s. So this isn't like a new concept we're introducing to the world.
Brand new concept.
We just thought of this.
We invented it.
Do you know what we should talk about at the end? Okay, I have an idea. after we talk about our subscriptions, we research and stuff, we should talk about if we did a Deadwax one, what it would be like. That sounds way fun. Okay, we'll get into that. And we'll get into that at the end. Okay, sick.
Or should we save that for another show? Should we save that for next week? Because I feel like I could build something really cool out.
You know what? Let's save that for a future one, because we could go into great detail. Okay, everybody, sneak peek for a future episode: the Deadwax vinyl subscription service.
There you go.
It's just going to be Dreamwell Records. That's all it is. Okay, so why don't we just start going through subscription services and talking about what we learned, what we know about them, what we've heard about them, what we learned about them, all that stuff.
Sounds good.
Okay, do you want to start us off? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll start us off, and I'll probably start us off with one that's very familiar with everybody, but I figure it's a good place to start, just because I think we built some familiarity with what we're talking about. It'll be easier going through the rest of these. So the first one I want to bring up is Vinyl Me Please, which I think is probably one of the most popular vinyl subscription services. So with Vinyl Me Please, it is a monthly record subscription service, and what they'll do is once a month, they'll send you a record based on the genre you have selected. They've got 4 different genres you can currently choose from. When I first started, they only had 3, but they'll have an essentials option, which basically is kind of like more popular classic
mainstream stuff.
Mainstream stuff. They have a classic, whatchamacallit section, which kind of, in my opinion, kind of goes more into like jazz and other more oldies, outside the realm of your mainstream stuff. They have a hip hop section, option, which I think is really cool. They usually got some really great stuff to go through there. And then they've also just recently, I think it was this year, introduced a country option.
Well, there you go.
So, they got those different, and every month they'll have a new record to fit one of those genres, and you just have to pick which one you want. And what makes Vinyl Me Please, I think, really cool is they'll usually, the classic genre always comes on black, but the other 3 comes in some kind of cool colored variant record. And usually they'll do a really good job of curtailing or matching the color of the record to some kind of theme on the album, which makes it really cool. The quality is generally top notch. There has been a time or two where, I use Vinyl Me Please. I've probably got a dozen Vinyl Me Please records.
Wow.
The sound quality was always great. I had one instance where I had a record come that was kind of warped, which they still sounded fine, but it was just a warped record. But they've got really great customer service. I just let them know, and they swap it out. So Vinyl Me Please, I've been with, like I said, I've used them a lot, and I've always been fairly happy with their service. So just so you know right now, to sign up for Vinyl Me Please, do you have the numbers on this one? Is that one of the ones you looked up or no?
I do not have the numbers on this one.
Okay, so right now, oh geez, sorry, can you hear that car zooming past?
They're getting a little bit too excited thinking about Vinyl Me Please.
They've got like Too Fast, Too Furious outside.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, definitely Tokyo drifting out there. So I got the stuff right here. So right now, for Vinyl Me Please, if you're going to sign up, they have a couple of different subscription options. They have options. They have a month-to-month, a 3-month, a 6-month, and an annual option. And of course, the bigger the commitment you make to them, the more the price comes down. Yeah. So if you're going to just do month-to-month, you're paying $43 a month.
43?
43 a month. That's before taxes. And then if you want to sign up for 3 months, that's going to be $119. 6-month subscriptions, $219, and the annual subscriptions, $400 for Benjamins, or $399, as they'd probably like me to say.
Probably, yeah.
Anyways, so it's a little bit of a steeper price, but I find that like I said, the quality of the record plus the extras that generally come with the record. I don't know if they still do this or not because I'm not a drinker, but they used to send like drink recipes with the albums as well, so you could make your own, like a special drink that was kind of themed with the record. But they'll have little inserts, art, all these different cool things that come with the record as well. And I think they're really great. Did you want to chime in anything here?
No, you covered Vinyl Me Please very well. I don't subscribe to anything, so I love that you have like a first person, like a first. What's what I'm trying to say?
First-hand experience.
First-hand experience thing. I kept saying first eyewitness in my brain, and I know that
eyewitness experience.
Oh gosh, yeah, but you covered Vinyl Me Please perfect though. They do often put out stuff that everybody wants that you have to have a subscription. So there's a lot of stuff that's sought after that people are like, oh my gosh, does anybody have a VMP? Subscription that I can use, so it's not a bad idea at all.
And just so everyone knows, for example, for this month, the records of the month for the classic section, they've got the best of soul. Oh no, sorry, that's what is this record? Oh, here we go. The Shape of Jazz to Come by. The Shape of Jazz to Come by Ornette Coleman. Not very sure. That's what I'm saying. Classic's kind of more out there for me. I've never done a classic record. Yeah. Essentials is Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska album, and it's pressed on a cool like smoky vinyl because that cover. So the label's red, and then the record is like I said, a smoky gray, and it kind of matches the album cover with the red lettering.
Oh, I love that
black and white image.
Yeah.
Then they got for the hip hop, they've got Her Favorite Color by Blue. I've never heard of it. And then I actually did the country for this month, and I've never done the country yet. It's because they got A Lot About Living and A Little About Love by Alan Jackson.
Well, there you go.
I used to rock Alan Jackson all the time, and then
you still do.
Song that's got Chattahoochee on it.
You actually have an Alan Jackson tattoo, don't you? Your lower back, it just says Alan Jackson.
It's got AJ on there.
It just says
with
AJ.
The butterfly.
Exactly. Yeah. That's rad,
and one thing I do want to shout out next month for all the hip hop fans, next month's essential is Beastie Boys Check Your Head.
Ooh, okay.
And then in the hip hop section, they got a Jay Dilla record. So they got some cool stuff. So yeah, I'm sure most people are familiar with that one. But anyways,
yeah, I would say that's the most popular one right now. Yeah, it's super big. Another popular one is Bandbox. Did you look up much about Bandbox?
I did, and that's the one I meant that they've changed a little bit since I'll let you continue.
Yeah, so Bandbox is another vinyl subscription service where you are able to have some choice in what you do, but Bandbox is a lot more geared toward like indie rock, alternative, folk singers. Like it tends to be less mainstreamy, but also still like big artists, like Death Cab for Cutie, Elliott Smith, that kind of stuff gets pressed by Bandbox. And you do have some choice, I believe, with Bandbox. You can they give you like a few options every month, and you can pick which one. Our buddy Ryan gave me one of his Bandbox records, and it sounds great. Like the quality on it is very cool. I think it's 180 gram, so it's beautiful. It's a orange translucent, and Bandbox is $29 a month. So I feel like with Vinyl Me Please, one thing is it's a little bit more expensive, but you get way more option for like genre, for some variety. Bandbox, it tends to, all the artists I know from Bandbox are around the same style. So it can just be, if you like indie, if you like that kind of stuff, Bandbox is for sure a go-to.
I mean, not just indie though. I'm on their website right now. I'm looking at their exclusive catalog, and they've got like Johnny Cash stuff on here too.
Oh, he's indie.
They got yeah,
I'm just
totally,
kidding.
totally indie.
Yeah.
But just saying, like they got a little bit. But to your indie theme, there's Dashboard, Jimmy Eat World, Death Cab. Some of those more indie theme things. But I'd say they venture out a little bit. This is one of the ones that surprised me. Like I mentioned earlier, I hadn't looked at Bandbox in forever. I got a Bandbox record one time back in like 2020, and back then I feel like they were just maybe somehow getting discounted groups of records, because I got from them Rage Against the Machine, Guerrilla Radio. That's the name of it, right? No, Battle for Los Angeles.
Guerrilla Radio is a song.
Yeah. So they had that as their record of the month, but it's just a standard black, thing. And so I feel like they've changed their format to where they're actually pressing their own stuff. Now I want to say they're not pressing it themselves, but they're making their own exclusive color. And before I felt like they just kind of had, like I said, like it was a standard black, but I was really happy to get it, and I got it on a discount too to try it out. But yeah, this looks like it's changed quite a bit over the past couple of years, and they've got some really cool options. So I say if you haven't checked out Bandbox in a while, I'd say check them out again.
Absolutely. I think Bandbox is also another big one too that I hear a lot of people are satisfied with. Like not a lot of people are writing complaints about Bandbox.
Bandbox is the word.
Bandbox. Yeah.
That Bandbox.
What's another one?
All right.
What you got?
Another one of my favorites once again, is this is very niche because it's a Third Man Records thing.
Oh yes.
So I want to talk about the Third Man Vault. If you are a fan of Jack White and his label, Third Man Records, then this is something you definitely got to check out. It's a quarterly subscription. So this isn't a monthly thing. It's just every quarter they'll put out a Vault package, which usually includes, I shouldn't say usually, it always includes some kind of record, but sometimes it's just a regular record, and they'll church up the packaging, make it on a really cool colored pressing, add a bunch of extras in and everything like that. But they also quite often they'll press some kind of live performance or some kind of rare performance onto vinyl, kind of like for the first time and maybe for the only time, especially if it's a third man band. It'll come with all sorts of cool goodies and everything like that. And I like it because it's like, it's even more unique, I feel, than a lot of stuff that gets offered at these other subscriptions who do their own thing. So like, for example, the pricing on these is a little more because once again, it's only quarterly. So think is you're not doing this every month, you're doing this once a quarter. Third Man, if you want to do quarter to quarter, you're paying $75 for their Vault package. And if you're doing an annual subscription, meaning you'll get, all 4 quarters, you're going to do $280. So you save 20, depends on how you feel about that. But this quarter for Q4 in 2022, they're doing they're pressing onto record performances by Jack White from his supply chain issues tour this year. So there's like specific performances. I wish I could find it real quick for you, but Jack White live, the supply chain tour midnight. No, I can't find the details right here at the moment. Okay, but they've done a couple of different performances. One like acoustic set, and the other one's just like a regular normal performance, like concert, like what we went to. So but it's being pressed on there's 3 vinyl that come with it. I should say 3 LPs. One's being pressed on blue, one's on white, one's on black. It's also coming with a special 7-inch that's pressed on blue, and it's in a trifold kind of thing, and I'm sure it'll come with lots of extra inserts. But Third Man Vault stuff is usually always great. There's some last quarter they did a Primus one, which I actually was really interested in because it was like the Primus greatest hits. It's just that they pressed them all on 7 inches, so it was like 10 7-inch records. I'm
Yeah.
like, I get it, but I hate it because I'm not going to
Yeah.
listen to those
Seriously.
7 inches. It's too much work.
It is. Yeah.
If it would have just been like one record, I totally would have got it, you know, because I
Yeah.
love, you know, I had Winona's Big Brown Beaver, Jerry Race Car Driver, all those great songs. But anyways,
Yeah.
just for example, and they'll do other bands on their label. It's always something really cool and fun. Sometimes it's something more obscure because, you know, Jack White. But generally, it's like I probably get 1 or 2 of these a year. Is based on, you know, my interest. So
yep,
that's another one I think people should definitely check out, especially if you're into Third Man.
How much is the price for each quarter?
75.
75. Okay.
Yeah, $75.
Okay, that's not bad. No.
Yep.
So that would just be like 25 a month if you're doing the maths.
Doing the maths, yeah.
But so you've done that one and Vinyl Me Please. Do you do any other ones?
No, mostly just these two. But like I just want to show you, for example, like this is one of the vaults right here. It was White Blood Cells,
so
the 20th anniversary. And you can see it's not, like I said, it comes in these LPs, but they'll do like some kind of special packaging usually.
Yeah.
I mean, look how thick that is.
It's like a book.
And that's just an example. Yeah. So just to kind of once again paint the picture,
that's rad.
You know,
for those that are just listening, so you're just pulling out a very thick record that he got for White Blood Cells by the White Stripes. That is very impressive looking. There you go.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's one of my favorites, but
that's rad. I love when you pull thick things out on camera.
Yeah. I wish I could do it more for you, but
I know. We keep getting kicked off. Another one that I have heard a lot about, but I actually don't know much about like anybody that's done it. I don't know how it's pronounced, but it's VNYL. Do you know that one? The boxes are pink.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Is it just pronounced vinyl? I don't know.
I think you just pronounced it vinyl. Yeah.
There you go. VNYL vinyl. But the more I looked into that one, I think it's really good for like beginners if you're into getting into records or you're getting into subscription services, because that one's pretty basic in the sense that it's only like $22 a month for one record. Of course, like Steve said before, you can upgrade if you want to get 3 records a month. It's only a few bucks more if you want to get 4, something like that. But for VNYL vinyl, you just put in sort of what you're feeling. It changes you can put in a different request every month. So it doesn't have to be just genre. It can be happy music. It can be sad music. It can be stuff like similar to this one artist you love. And they will curate that for you. Of course, using like an algorithm, I'm sure. I doubt that there's one person dealing with every single order. But it is not a bad price if you're just trying to sort of dip your toes in the waters and see what that is like. If you've never done any kind of subscription box or any subscription service, it's good to like try one just to see what it's like. They're not for me. That's how I know, is because I've tried subscription services. It's not my thing. But that's why you give it a shot, is stuff like this. So their marketing is really great because they have the pink boxes, and that's where I immediately recognized it. So if you're trying to get into it, I think VNYL is a good like first shot. If you want to give something a try, you're not really sure what to go for, what kind of music. As I did research on their website, they can cover a good number of genres. So maybe stuff's falling off of trucks. I don't know where they're getting it, but who knows? But they're getting it somewhere.
How much did you say that one was again?
That's $22 a month
really?
just one record. For just one record a month is $22. If you want like 2, I think it's $36.
I'm on their website right now. I'm on the plans section. It says like step 4 is join. It says, let's recap. Grow your vinyl stash quickly with music tailored specifically to you. Awesome new records start monthly at only $14.99. It says, and the vinyl we send you is yours to keep forever.
Dang.
So I don't know if it's a special promotion, but yeah.
Give it a shot, everybody. $14.99. That's how much a taco costs. I couldn't think of anything, dude. I'm so sorry. I don't know how money works, obviously.
A golden taco?
A golden taco.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's one I've never done, but I've seen videos. And just really impressed with, like you said, the marketing's really good, the branding.
Yep.
And it looked like solid records that they had. But it's going to definitely be a surprise. You don't know what's coming.
Yes, that is where a lot of these come from. The ones we've talked about before, they give you a heads up or they give you a choice, but not everybody does. Sometimes it is just, here's a few bucks, we'll send you something. So
we'll send you something. Good luck.
And it's that U2 album that they forced onto everybody's phones and iPods 10 years ago. No, it was the one where they were hugging. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I don't
2014, probably. And it was the album where he's like hugging the shirtless guy.
I feel like it was 2012 or 11. I feel like it goes back even further. Man.
It goes back further than that. But yeah, they forced on everybody's stuff. It was so stupid. Anyway, that's what they're going to send you.
Cool. All right.
It's another one. Let's do this.
All right. So another one I want to share that I've never done because I don't know. It's one I want to do, but it's one called Vinyl Moon. Have you heard of Vinyl Moon?
I did not know of Vinyl Moon.
Okay, so Vinyl Moon.
Okay.
What they do is, once again, it's a monthly subscription. I'll go into prices in just a minute. They actually make kind of like what do you call this? A mixtape vinyl. So what they'll do is they'll browse, Spotify, whatever, and look for like up and coming artists who aren't very popular, and they'll just kind of take one of their songs and put it onto the record, and they'll do that for like, I don't know, 15, 20 different. So it's like a mixtape. And they put on a really cool pressed colored vinyl.
That is so sick.
What's even cooler though is they'll get an independent artist to also make the artwork for the album as well.
That's sick.
Each month it's like a different kind of themed vinyl, and then also the art is different. It's really cool looking. The music generally, just so you know, I mean, I haven't listened to all of them. They're actually up to like their 80th one now. So they've been doing this for a minute now.
Yeah.
They kind of tend to stick towards like indie music, like electronic pop, that kind of stuff. No, I don't think you'll ever find a heavy metal or a rock song on there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it does delve into hip hop a little bit, maybe more of the lo-fi hip hop. It's so just that's just what I've seen. I could be wrong on that, but
that's sick though. I love that idea.
So like for this, what really sticks out to me is just the pressings. They always look really pretty. And then the artwork, there's been some that are like space themed. I do have a Vinyl Moon. I'm lying. I actually have one.
He has one, ladies and gentlemen.
Shoot. I think I know where I can find it too. If I just have a minute, I'll let you talk in just a second.
Okay.
But they did a space theme. I do have one now that I think about it.
I'll just start talking. You can look for it if you want.
Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, before I look for it, let me find the prices here. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're gonna do like an annual subscription with them, you're gonna pay $372.
Okay.
If you do a 3-month, it's $99. Okay. And then if you do month to month, it's $34 a month.
Okay. So bad.
Like I said, the packaging really cool. The pressing always looks really great. I think honestly mine's just on a standard black, but I'll find it real quick and that way I can show you. And mine I feel like is an anomaly. It's not what it normally looks like.
Okay.
Because some of them get really colorful and pretty. Anyways, I'll let you move on to yours real quick and I'll be back. Or unless you want to just make funny sounds until I find what I'm looking for.
I'll talk about something.
I'm right back.
There is a subscription box that's actually very similar to what you're just talking about that I found called Vinyl Monkey. But there's no vowels in monkey, so it's Vinyl MNKY. Anyway, they tend to only try to do records by underground artists, like artists on the rise. I thought that was really sick because they also have like a subscription service that is for like the more mainstream people. They know that not everybody wants to hear artists on the rise, but they have 2 plans. One is more mainstream and one is for artists either underground or artists that they feel have a lot of potential on the rise kind of thing. I know a lot of record collectors really enjoy that part of record collecting. I certainly do, where you find an artist that has hardly any listeners, you buy the record and it sounds really cool. So for those that are into that, each plan, whether you want the mainstream one or the more underground one, is $29 a month. Stooge, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I covered an entire subscription box while you were gone.
Which one? Which one did you do?
Vinyl Monkey.
Ooh, Vinyl Monkey.
Because it's very similar to what we were just talking about. They tend to do like underground artists, people that are on the rise. So I mentioned if you're a record collector that likes that kind of stuff, that likes discovering artists through vinyl, that's a great one to use.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, those are very similar then. Yeah, definitely. And
knocked it out.
On the Vinyl Moon one too, they will let you know what the artists are going to be on and what the packaging will look like beforehand as well. So.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did not find it. No, I don't know exactly where it's at. I have to look more, but I don't want to take up too much time.
Maybe it's in space.
It's the cover has a man, an astronaut on it. A man has a man.
It has a man.
Anyways,
well, good luck finding that one.
I'll have to share it next week or something like that. But yeah, it's really cool.
We'll put it on the social medias.
Yeah. Anyways, Vinyl Moon. I think if I ever venture out into another subscription,
that one's sick. I love that idea.
It would probably be that one. So Vinyl Moon looks really cool. So, all right. Besides that one, the only other one I pulled up, is have you heard of Magnolia?
I have the one written down.
Okay, well, I'll let you give the details because I wasn't super
Okay.
familiar with this one. Oh, I've got
Yeah.
the details right here, but I don't know like exact. Oh, you go ahead. You tell them about it. You keep going.
Okay. Sounds good. So Magnolia Record Club, I thought this one was fascinating because, like we mentioned with a lot of the other ones, you sort of either type in what you want or go for a general genre. General genre. That one's hard to say
General
because
genre.
you're using two different ways to say the G. Anyway,
General genre.
general genre. Magnolia Record Club, what they have is an artist, a musician, will pick a record that they love, and that's the featured record of the month.
Oh yeah.
So, and they don't just get no names. They had like Brandy Carlisle did the last one. So
Oh
they have
dang.
like people that actually have like well established careers, and they pick a record that means a lot to them, and that's what you can have that month. So the thing that Magnolia Record Club does a really good job of, when at least in the terms of marketing and advertising, is the whole that like this isn't picked by a robot, this is picked by a real person. And the real persons I was reading on their website, they give like a story for why they picked that. It's not just, hey, this is the Beastie Boys, it's great. They give several paragraphs from their, that they wrote about why that record means so much to them, some of their favorite songs off of it, and how it's impacted them as an artist. So it's like a cool way to connect to the artist.
Yeah, and if you want to, if you go to the magnoliarecord.club, they've actually got a curators section tab on their website. Yeah, and it goes through all the previous curators or artists. So yeah, there's some not very people I'm familiar with, but like Chuck Berry's son was one of them, and
Julian Baker was
Josh Ritter from Wilco or something,
Yep.
or maybe that's the one he chose. I don't know who that guy is actually. Anyways, they
Yeah.
seem like they got some pretty cool people. But yeah,
I don't think they've been around as long as some of the others. I think they've only been back a few months from what I was reading, but it's a cool idea. I think it's really cool. And that one is $30 a month, I believe.
Yes, it was $3 a month.
Yeah.
And this October's record is The Lone Bellow, Love Songs for Losers. And
The
I don't
Lone
know
Below. I don't know who that is, I'll be honest.
Neither
That's like, isn't that like The Love Below by Outkast? The Lone Below. Okay, great. It's actually it's just Big Boy, and he has a new name. Yeah. Good old Big Boy.
Alrighty.
Any other ones that you found?
Nothing specifically. Actually, you know what? There is one I want to.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
And
here it is.
I found some pretty cool resources too. That kind of go through like some of the 10 best.
There's actually like a ton of articles. If you just give a Google of like best vinyl subscription services, there are like a lot of stuff people have done research on.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I think it was Turntable Kitchen is one I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yes.
So what's really cool about this one is it's an exclusive record, and then they'll also send you like a recipe to try to cook something
that
up, or
so funny. Yeah.
And they'll send you like some of the more like the ingredients that are of course non-perishable, but also are like kind of the foundation of it. It's like if it's like a I don't know, jerk chicken, they're not going to send you chicken, but they maybe send you some of the jerk seasoning.
There you go. Maybe they will send you
listen
chicken.
To your record, and you can listen. It says what you get here is there are 3 different subscription clubs. Sounds Delicious gets you 1 exclusive LP a month, featuring one of the curator's favorite artists. Covering one of their favorite artists this month, it's Fruit Bats, covering all the Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Dream. Whoa.
Wow.
Anyways, and then it comes with like a coffee recipe or something like that. So each month's a little different, but
I love that
really
gimmick.
Cool. The cost is only $25 a month.
Also,
and if you and if you do it with the coffee too, then it's coffee and vinyls $30 a month. But it just sounds kind of like a cool idea,
That is a fun idea. I love like adding just something to it. I got 2 more.
All right, go for it.
One is the Metalhead subscription box, which is just for those who are into metal. I don't know if I got it for free. I did the Metalhead subscription box for 1 month, and I got like the cassettes. It was really sick. They always send an autographed picture by a famous metal musician, so that's cool. And the records you get for this one, I think for $29 you get 2 records. But what was really sick about this one that I wish more of them did is that they have a package where you have options every month, where you can either get the 2 records, you can get a record and a t-shirt, you can get 2 t-shirts, you can get just like they had so many options, you mix and match kind of thing, for one plan, which I thought was sick.
Oh,
I
wow.
wish that more would do that. And it was the same price. It was $29, whether you want 2 records, a shirt and a record. And and with the Metalhead one, they tell you in advance what's going to be coming. So that's nice. And then the last one, for anybody that wants to try this, that loves convenience more than anything, that I did not know, is that Amazon has a record club.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Where just if you're just into like oldies, it said if you're into music from like the 60s and 70s on Black Records, for just I think $25 a month, they'll send you 2. So
that's pretty good price.
That's not bad at all.
Records.
So if you're looking into getting some stuff in your collection, you're into oldies, Amazon will do it for you. So if you want to give it a shot and you want the easiest possible way to do it, Amazon. Amazon's become like the umbrella corporation. They can do literally anything now. It's insane.
Jeff Bezos needs more rocket fuel money.
Exactly. He needs more of the vinyl that matches head.
And so I think we covered quite a bit of them that are pretty good. Just so you know, I've got this article up. Like there's still more out there. There's There's just going down the list here. I'm not going to go through in the details, but just so you know, there's a subscription service called Wax and Stamp, the Retro, Stylus Vinyl, Vinyl Wings, Vinyl Box, and Flying Vinyl. Yeah, there's a lot out there. Feed Bands, Joyful Noise VIP membership. There's LP Guru. Sounds like there's a lot of stuff out there to
absolutely
check out. So there's no shortage of
there's no shortage.
There's no shortage of vinyl anymore.
Seriously,
subscriptions. So
yep.
Anyways,
and there's about to be one more on the market, the Deadwax one.
The Deadwax subscription. Yeah.
It comes with a Ziploc of our body hair. Isn't that crazy? You can collect it and make something out of it. You can braid them together, whatever you want to do. That's our gimmick. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you can.
We'll press a clear record with body hair in it.
Imagine just trying to listen to Chumbawamba and he get crabs.
Oh my gosh. The worst listening experience ever.
From Chumbawamba. I know, it's crazy. All right. Anything else on subscription services you want to mention?
No, I don't think so. I think we
hit it pretty hard. Yeah.
We did hit it hard.
Yeah, we
hit it
did.
Really hard.
Body hair.
All right. So are you ready to switch gears and
I'm ready.
The second segment of the show? Or is it
Babe, I am ready. It's the 7th section, but let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So we're going to do trivia. We're bringing trivia back this week.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, dude. So what I thought would be kind of fun to do this week is, you're familiar with the Now This Is What I Call Music.
Of course.
So they're on like
87.
Record, yeah, they're in the 80s now. They started, so they actually, Now This Is What I Call Music. Now That's What I Call Music. They actually started doing that in the UK. There's a UK version.
Oh, interesting.
In the 80s is when that.
Whoa.
And then in 1998 is when the American version started with Now That's What I Call Music. That was released in October 27th of 1998. So it's almost 24 years old now.
That's crazy.
Yep. And like you said, they're like up to 80 of them. And that's just like...
That's just the Now That I Call Music. Yeah.
They've got... That's what I call yacht music. That's what I call hip hop. That's what I call 90s rock. They got
That's what I call divorced dad music. Yeah.
They should really get niche like that too.
They should.
So funny.
They'd kill it. Yeah.
Anyways, so what I thought would be kind of fun is to take a stroll down memory lane.
Oh, I love this.
And what we're gonna do is for the first one that was released in America, or by whatever, the one that came out in 1998, October 27th. I'm going to go through and read off the song titles, and you're going to try to tell me which artist that song is from.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm into that.
So, I remember when these first started coming out when I was a kid, I was very much into my new metal phase, where I'm like, this is all manufactured pop crap just to make a buck, and I would never listen to this crap. Now I'm going through. I'm like, damn, there's some hits on this.
Heck yeah, I'm excited.
I'd 100% buy this if they, especially if they repressed it or something.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. So there's 17 songs. Okay. And I'm gonna name the song. You gotta tell me the artist. Okay.
I'll keep track too.
If you get 9 or more, we'll say you're a pop star.
Ooh.
If you get less than that, we'll call you an indie darling. I don't know.
I'll be a flop.
A flop. Yep.
I'm a flop.
No, that's what I don't call music or something like that. Anyways.
I like indie darling too. That's adorable.
All right, so here we go. Song number 1. Together Again. I don't even know how this song goes, so.
Together Again. That's the song from the Muppets.
Don't you want to get together again?
I don't know who sings Together Again. I'm so sorry.
It's Janet Jackson. I don't blame you. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
All right. I think these next ones just start doing better. As Long as You Love Me.
As long as you love me. Backstreet Boys.
Very good.
I love that song.
All right, here we go. The Way.
The Way. Oh, I don't know who sings that. I don't know who sings that.
Never get on. Oh, it's Fastball. Fastball.
Well, there you go.
Wonder.
Yeah, because like could not. If you give me a list of 2, I would not have picked Fastball.
You'll get this one right here because this is one of my favorite songs. Flagpole Sitta.
Oh, by Henry Danger. Harvey Danger. Henry Danger's that show on Disney.
Hank Danger. Mr. Danger.
Hank Danger sells propane and propane accessories.
All right, so this next one you got to get, or Jess will be pissed.
Okay.
Say You'll Be There.
Say You'll Be There.
I don't know how it goes, but.
Say You'll Be There.
You want a hint?
Say, yeah.
Female group, UK based.
Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for that hint.
And then this one we actually talked about, was it last week or the week before?
Oh, okay.
All My Life.
Oh, Boys to Men.
No.
You put it in the playlist.
And I thank God that I didn't actually sing the song.
Shoot, who was it? I can't think of who sings that, dude. I'm so sorry.
Keishi and JoJo.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go. I'm surprised you remember that.
Well, I remember the song. I remember who sings it.
This one I have no idea. Okay. Never Ever.
Never, ever, ever, ever. I don't know a song.
Never ever made it as a wise. Or
it's Nickelback. Yeah, my answer is Nickelback.
Close. All Saints. I've never heard of that.
Oh, Never Ever by All Saints. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
If You Could Only See.
If you could only see.
No. If you could only see the way she loves me.
Yeah.
Maybe you would understand.
If you could only
I feel this way about.
That's got to be like freaking Bush or someone like that, right?
I mean, kind of.
It's probably not Bush, but it's someone like that.
You can't remember the band Tonic?
Oh, dang it. Man, there's a lot of one-hit wonders in the first one. Holy cow.
Yeah, some good ones too, though. All right, here we go. Bop.
Oh, Hanson.
Yes.
Classic, dude.
Top 5 90 songs.
Amen.
Anyways. Here you go. Zoot Zoot Riot.
Oh, I remember that song, but I don't know who sings it.
You don't remember these people? They've got such an absurd name. Like a very vulgar, like aggressive name. They're called the Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
You're right. That is vulgar and aggressive, and I can't believe I did not know that. But now I'm not gonna forget because yikes.
Okay, here we go.
Yikes.
Next one. Okay. Shorty, you keep playing with my mind.
Shorty, you keep playing with my mind. I'm gonna say that was Kevin Hart.
Close. It was Imagine.
Imagine.
I'll admit I've never heard of Imagine. So
that's where Imagine Dragons came from.
I'm guessing you're not gonna know this one. Anytime. This artist doesn't even have. Well, yeah, they do. Sorry, I was wrong. Anytime.
Anytime.
Brian McKnight. We'll just scoop on.
There you go. Sorry, everybody.
Scoop on.
We'll scoop on past Brian.
Keep going.
My apologies to all the Brian McKnight fans listening.
Yes. Yeah. Stop listening. Anyways.
They already have. Don't worry.
All right. Barbie Girl.
Oh, Aqua.
Yeah.
Love that song.
All my life.
Love
Who
that
gives
song.
a shit?
Who gives a shit?
Aqua. Probably got the first 3 letters out.
I love Barbie Girl. It's a great song. So freaking catchy.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Let's do this.
There's only 4 left. Where are you at score-wise?
I only have 4 points.
What? Oh, you're not gonna get it.
I feel stupid.
Indie darling.
Yeah. Hello.
You'll get this one. Karma Police.
Oh, Radiohead.
Very good. Your favorite band.
Look at that. My favorite band.
Okay, you better get this one.
Okay.
I Will Buy You a New Life.
I Will Buy You a New Life?
Yeah. I will buy you a new life.
That did not help me whatsoever.
In the West Hills.
I don't know. I've never heard that song.
Have you ever heard of Everclear?
Is that by Everclear? Well, there you go.
Answer the question. Have you heard of Everclear?
I know of Everclear, but I didn't know that song.
I don't believe you.
Okay, great.
We're getting close to canceling this. All right. How about this one? Fly Away. I want to fly away.
Wait,
American Woman.
Oh, that's
hints now.
Yeah, I was like, the Guess Who sang American Woman. Or no, originally they did. But are you talking about Lenny Kravitz?
It is Lenny Kravitz.
Okay.
Fly Away.
When you very first said Fly Away, I thought it was Fly by Sugar Ray, and I was getting ready to party, but it's not.
Sugar Ray's a band. All right, and the last one.
Okay.
Probably the best song on this entire album, besides Bop. Sex and Candy.
Oh, Marcy's Playground.
Very good.
How do I know that one, but I don't know Everclear and what was the other one? Cherry Poppin' Daddy.
Well, honestly, you not knowing Everclear is more of a personal dig than it is like
good. Yeah. Good.
Most people don't care about Everclear, but I loved Everclear.
You are Everclear when you think about it. I only got 6, or I got 7.
Everything to Everyone, or I can't remember the song.
So I got 7 of 17. There's 17 on that one. Dang.
Wow,
not a good score, man.
Worse than I thought.
Not a good score. Yeah. Let's do now. That's where I call music.
You were like what, 5?
5.
Or 6 yeah. 5.
Yeah. So
you were just a baby.
I'm just a babe.
Waffles.
Just a babe. Didn't even know what time was. To wrap up today's episode, we've got a few questions from the mixtape game. Oh, by the way, Stooge, great job on trivia today. That was fantastic. It was weird to actually be back to doing trivia, like pressure being back on me, as opposed to like somebody else. It's been a hot minute since I've had to. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. You know what you should do next week? We should do trivia, and we should just keep going through these now records and see if we can.
We go all the way to the 80s. That is so funny.
Our show's not going to last that long.
Okay. So to wrap up today's episode, we got a few questions from the mixtape game that we are going to discuss. Stooge, are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
The very first question reads this. Casket closed, eulogy finished. What plays at your funeral?
Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
That's such a good answer.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, dang it. That's a good answer.
Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
And you have the record to play it.
And then they pour some out for the homies. I'm not gonna
pour one out for the homies. Just dumping Arizona on your floor just for the sake of the joke. Yeah, I love it. That's a good answer, though.
How about you?
I was going to pick I Will
Flip-flops at a funeral.
Man, that's a good answer. Twice in a
How is it not your answer?
2 weeks in a row. You have used Flip-Flops at a Funeral by the Callous Cowboys to give a better answer than what I have picked. Dang it. I changed my answer. My answer is now Flip-Flops at a Funeral by the Callous Cowboys. Because not only is that perfect, it's one of my favorite songs. So, yeah, great.
And it'll probably drive the majority of the people out of there.
What are you talking about? It's a great song, Stooge. It's a great song, Stooge.
All right.
Anyway, and the other song I picked that is not my answer anymore is I Will Return by the Black Dahlia Murder, because everyone knows you cannot kill me. There is no way that I am actually dead in that casket.
Why didn't you choose My Immortal then by that one?
By Evanescence, because I have taste. Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question. Best heavyweight championship of the world walkout music. Now, Stooge pointed out we did a very similar question last week, so this might have some overlap. But Stooge, what would be your best heavyweight championship of the world walkout music?
walking out to fight somebody for the heavyweight championship.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is a taco eating championship.
Of course.
In the heavyweight division.
Yes.
Mine would be, why can't we be friends? Why
that
can't
is
we
adorable.
Be friends?
Yeah.
Why?
And then you go and hug the other person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's over.
Go
they don't
hug.
end up fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. See, I think I might have cheated on this answer because I think it'd be fun. Pardon me. Sorry. I think it would be fun because I'm trying to talk at the same time, so it's like a mix of coughing and words. I think it'd be fun if they did "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus, but they actually came out on a wrecking ball. So there's actually no walking music, but you know, the one person walks out to Limp Bizkit and they get on the stage, and then just all of a sudden flying through the crowd, hitting people, of course, just hitting people as they go down. "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus, and it swings back and forth. Bunch of people die, but
that's good. That would be very memorable. You know, that makes me think maybe they should do Nookie by Limp Bizkit, and they're just like come out throwing Nookie at everybody. Just Nookie's getting all over the place, and like there's a big Nookie I come riding in on, like on a saddle.
What do you mean you come riding in on a Nookie?
Fire's breathing out of the Nookie's nose. That's what a Nookie's like a mystical beast, right?
I thought a Nookie was when you do this to someone's head.
No, dummy. That is a Nookie.
What are you supposed to do with the cookie then?
You gotta stick it up your
My apologies. So you're gonna ride out on like a dragon-like creature.
Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. Let's just move on.
Okay, great. They've already turned off. Nobody's listening anymore.
No one's listening. Yeah.
We have two more.
So what are you doing this week, Waffles? I'm just kidding.
What is the song that goes with your most memorable childhood music video?
So mine's gonna actually be "Three Little Pigs" by Green Jello.
Yes.
So it's spelled jelly, but Jello Craft came after them when they first started because they thought it would be appropriating their name. So they changed it to the Y, but they say it's still pronounced O. So they're actually called Green Jello. I didn't know
that is so funny.
Anyways, I'll still call them Green Jelly. Three Little Pigs. You had the wonderful opportunity of viewing this.
The pleasure
of viewing this music video this week.
Yeah.
Early 90s animation of a heavy metal rendition of the children's story Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf, and it is pure gold. Pure gold is all I can describe it. So if you haven't seen that video yet, Three Little Pigs by Green Jelly, do YouTube, look it up, watch it. You're welcome. You can thank me later. Thank us in the comments.
Thank us in the comments. Please say that one more time. I'm going to clip that and use that audio on TikTok 1,000 times. My answer for this is just what it was like to be a teenager in the 2000s, because mine is "Feeling This" by Blink-182, and that is because back in the day, for anybody listening that is younger than 25, you will not know the story. When you used to buy CDs at Walmart had the edited version of CDs, so you wouldn't know the swear words. But when I bought Blink-182's self-titled album, I was probably 11 at Walmart. There was a secret. When you put that CD into a computer, it would play a music video, which was mind-blowing at the time. So it played the "Feeling This" video, and I watched that video probably 1,000 times because I was just I was so obsessed with it. I thought it was so great. So,
well, we gotta let all the kids know out there. Yeah, computers used to have CD drives on them. You would push a button.
The tower. It had a tower. Thing. Yeah.
That was actually your desktop. Anyways, you could stick a whole CD into your computer and play it. And this is a new term, rip it, which means basically you copy the music from the CD onto your computer.
Yep.
So kids these days have no idea what ripping is. So
they really don't, and they don't know that the original idea for the iPod was just that you could carry all your CDs digitally. That was the purpose of it. Man, we sound old. Oh, last question though. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
The song your best friend would say reminds them of you, and we're doing this for each other because we're adorable. So, Stooge, what song reminds you of me?
I was actually saying Flip Flops at a Funeral.
Were you really? You ruined your own answer?
You're the only person I know that knows that song, so.
That's a beautiful song.
So Flip Flops at a Funeral. I don't
I
even know
love
how
it.
it goes, but.
I will sing
Honestly,
the entire thing for you if you want me to.
Insert any screamo metal band. Frog Mallet, Ribbit Ribbit.
Oh, rest in peace.
Say
Their drummer just
song,
quit
too.
today.
Today?
Their drummer quit today. They'll
What
replace him
happened?
in seconds. But
Are they gonna jump his ass off the pond?
yeah,
And
from
they think about
lily pad
that.
to lily, they certainly do.
They
I
better
take
do
that
it.
as such a compliment that whenever you just hear screaming alone in music makes you think of me. That's adorable. Thank you.
Yeah.
My answer for you actually involves screaming as well, and that is Twist by Korn, because when we saw Korn together, you were so freaking funny. Like
Twist.
whenever, if those who know the song, wow, dear Lord, are you freaking serious? Are you freaking serious? All right, I'll call it out. For those listening, Stooge just played with his nipple.
I actually didn't even touch it. I just
Twisted
motioned
it.
the twisting.
And while you're twisting your nipple, you go, yeah.
My goodness.
Anyway, I was gonna say something adorable about have a great memory with you of hearing Korn play that song, but then you started twisting your nipple. So, wow, did you hear that knuckle crack?
Sorry.
You got Snickers bars in your fingers. Holy Nikes!
Why would a Snickers bar make that sound?
I don't know, dude. Why were you twisting your nipple while I'm talking?
To distract you, and it worked.
You did a great job. Great job. Anyway, I picked that song because it was funny when Stooge and I saw it together. He was being hilarious, and that is literally the answer. So, boom.
Speaking of which, we're going to another concert together.
We certainly are. In 2 days.
In 2 days.
By the time the people listen to this, in 1 day.
Yes.
Do you want to tell the people who we're seeing? Yeah.
No, let's keep it a big secret.
Okay. Shh. Can you guess? Leave in the comments. Comment below. Who do you think Stooge and Waffles are seeing on Tuesday?
Hopefully nobody slips on a knot when they're guessing.
Yeah, we're seeing Paramore. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
And
yeah.
buddy.
This episode's such a disaster.
Worst one yet.
Buddy.
Yes. What's the name?
Thank you, Stooge.
I hope no one slips on some ice when they're 9 and kills people. I don't know.
Yeah, that was good.
Kills themselves, yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Well, yes. Heads up, we're gonna go see Paramore. This episode,
My Immortal.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Evanescence play My Immortal. Just that one song, and we're leaving.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Hanson.
Oh, actually, if Hanson and Evanescence played together, I'd go in a heartbeat. That'd be sick. That'd be so fun. Okay, those are all of our questions from the mixtape game. It's a weird way for us to end the episode, but guess what? That's how we ended it.
Maybe we should ask for questions next week.
Probably should. Instead of just talking about nipples and whatnot, we actually talk about like things.
Nipples and nookies and anyways.
Nipple nookies. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, let's stay on track. Focus.
Okay. Bubbles. Stooge, anything else that you want to tell the people, communicate to the world?
We're going to see Slipknot on Tuesday.
Oh my gosh! The people who actually commented, they're pissed right now.
Yeah, super pissed.
Because they all commented Static X. Yeah, we're gonna go see Slipknot. So respect a report. And oh my gosh, this is such a good transition. Follow us on social media so you can see Stooge and I at Slipknot. Our handles are right here for our personal pages, but also we are at Deadwax Show on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. Follow all of the accounts, and you'll be able to see full coverage of Slipknot with Waffles and Stooge. All the smiles, all the wiles.
I wonder if that gets annoying on the audio version.
Probably. My voice? Yes. Yes, it does. All of our comments are just basically Waffles needs to have his vocal cords removed. All right, Stooge. Any last thoughts before we finalized?
No, I think we have derailed long ago, and I think it's time to put this train to rest.
The train has killed several people after the derailing, so yeah. Okay. Everybody, thank you for listening. If you made it this far, Stooge, what's a word if they made it this far?
Derailed.
Ooh, I love it. Okay. Comment derailed if you made it this far in the episode, because shockingly, I don't think anybody did. And as always, we appreciate you guys for listening to our podcast. Thank you so much for supporting the Deadwax Show. And follow us on social media because we are delightful in every single way. It's a good follow, we promise. And as always, please get out of the groove and get into the Deadwax.